It's the 27th of February 2016, and today is a monthly D&D day, so I'm looking forward to it. Just found out on DTNS that there have apparently been 40 selfie-related deaths recently. Be careful, people! Always be careful when you're taking pictures, and don't phone and drive. Period. You know who you are. I'm here in a church parking lot waiting to be picked up. For the monthly D&D where we go, he's got a very small driveway, so we all meet here, and he drives us there rather than us trying to cram in. Update on my arm while I'm waiting, by the way. I haven't gotten a single twinge out of it. It's a bit tense, I'm not gonna lie, but pain? No. But yeah, usually we do some Dungeons & Dragons first. We've got an interesting storyline to wrap up. And sometimes we do a Doctor Who roleplay, too, because we have that system as well. Although last time we met up, they were going to try to get me into magic. I don't know if they're planning on doing that this evening, because we may have the time or not, so depends. Because last time we couldn't do it, because the campaign we ran on D&D actually ran so long that it finished the night up, so magic wasn't happening then. Most of the time this parking lot is empty, by the way. It happens to be this time, but sometimes there'll be people in the parking lot and my little bit of weird guilt kicks in. But it's odd because I'm not doing anything untoward, and plus, if you can't trust your car in a church parking lot, where the heck can you trust it? Yeah, while I wait for them to show up, I'm going to listen to some podcasts through my stereo here. Gotta love an aux port.
I use for that. Can I use acrobatics since...
Just like you're making a regular attack roll.
Squid, bird, family, monk, spirit.
Okay,
Let's see.
What are you doing?
There's no screen, it's just a bunch of people sitting in a
What's
dark room.
It's a 0-1.
So, Steven,
I can fill in more information now that I'm home and taking off my coat. So, here it is. Information. For D&D, many storyline shockers were had. I won't go into too many of them, but because it would require a lot of backstory, and I'm not sure you want all that. Point is, it was a dang good round of D&D, and as I suspected, they continued their plan that they had last month of getting me into Magic the Gathering. I had a suspicion that I would like using a blue deck, or a deck that uses mainly island cards. Turns out I do. I really like it. The reason I like it is because it's got a lot of... It hinges on the fact that you kind of stop what they're doing before they do it. First time I tried it, though, there was a really overpowering deck that Jacob was playing, which just makes a lot of extra cards. I would almost say it's the equivalent of a Murloc deck for those of you that play Hearthstone and want that sort of equivalent. Anyway, yeah, I like it. Plus, I can get into this because, honestly, I'm only going to be playing Magic with them, and they're providing the deck, so I don't have to make the investment. That win that I showed you that me and Jacob made, his deck had something to do with it, but also one of the other people's decks was just not being nice to them. Sometimes in card games, you just don't draw the right cards, and in this guy's case, that's exactly what was going on. So you combine my ability to block off things with Jacob's ability to flood the board with minions, or monsters, I guess that's what they call them. I'm way too used to Hearthstone terms. Anyway, the combination of Jacob's flooding, my blocking, and the other guy's deck not working to wipe some stuff out really helped. Now for the rest of the night, now that I'm home, I'm just going to sit around with my dog, listen to some podcasts, play some games, and just relax for the rest of the night. So I showed Jacob Avengers Academy tonight because I wanted to test something. I had a feeling that one thing would set the filter off in him. All of us have this sort of button inside of us, that little thing that can be pressed for someone to have a kind of amusing moment with us as a result. And I really wanted to show him the game because it's a neat game. So all I had to say was the wasp is social media obsessed, and his eye went. It was beautiful. But he said he could probably get past the mentionings of selfies and things like that, because that sort of thing, again, this is where one of our gaps says, he despises that kind of thing. And again, nothing bad about him at all. Don't think I'm slagging him off. It's just we have these gaps between the two of us where we have a lot of fun in the process. But long story short, he now has the game on his own tablet and is trying it out. And he's liking it so far. So another Avengers Academy person. Yes.